Good morning guys, my name is KHENG CHEN CHYE and today I will be presenting the final project of IoT computer which the title assigned was JOMMAKAN Cafe. So now we will be going through the introduction. Okay, so what is IoT? So basically IoT helps to connect the physical things with internet without the need of human interaction. So in this project we will design the JOMMAKAN Cafe in online methods. In this way, it can help to reduce time wasting in food ordering process. Now, let's go to the objective. So the first objective is to analyze and study the requirements to develop the JOMMAKAN Cafe system. Next is to design a system with the requirements that has been studied. And finally, to develop JOMMAKAN Cafe system based on the design that has been made. So, what is the problem statements that we have been made in this project? First, it is time consuming if taking orders in traditional way, where the waiters need to prepare papers and pens to make order. Next is the possibility of taking wrong order is high, as the waiter may be write the orders wrongly. And finally, the waiting mood, which means the customer may feel unhappy when they do not know the status of their food when they have been waiting for their orders for too long. And here is the solutions. Solution number 1. With IoT, now they can order their food on their smartphone without needed to wait for the waiters to prepare the pens and papers anymore. Next, to solve wrong order problem, is that their order now will be stored in the system, which it is almost impossible to make a mistaken order again. And finally, now the customer can view their food status on the dashboard straightly without needed to ask the staff on their order status frequently. Now we will move to the methodology. In this project, we use 3 types of media to develop the system, which are MIT App Inventor, Visual Studio Code, and Replit. MIT App Inventor is used to design the interface for the smartphone. Then, Visual Studio Code is to design the interface using the HTML and CSS language. Finally, to make the program have the real-time update, I have applied Replit in this project. Okay, the flowchart begins with the customer arrive at the cafe, and the cashier will check the availability of the table. When there is empty table, the cashier will tell the customer to sit at the available table. Then the status will be updated to waiting for order. And the customer sit on the table, they will scan the QR code and the menu will be displayed on their smartphone and they can start making the orders. After making the orders, the table status will be changed to ordered automatically. When the chef receives the order, he will change the status to in progress, and after finish cooking, he will again update the status to ready to serve. Now the waiter will serve the food to the customer and change the table status to serve. Then, when the customer make the payment, the cashier will update the status to housekeeping, where the waiter will clean the tables and update the status to available once they finish cleaning the table. And that is the end for the flowchart. Now we will go through the result and discussion. As you can see, there are 6 different QR codes where each represent tables A, B, C, D, E, and F. After the customer scan the QR code, they will be sent to the interface like you can see now on the right side of the slide, where they can make the orders and enter the quantities. After the order is taken, the staff will be updating the tables using the interface as shown on the left side of the slide. Moreover, all of the orders will be displayed on the dashboard that has been shown on the right side of the slide. For the discussion part, the REST API has been applied in this program, where the GET is to get the information of the orders from the client server, which is customers, and the POST is to create new record, like the orders from the customers. And now, for the conclusion, we can see that the ordering system that has been built is clearly faster and more efficient. The order also can be viewed on real-time situation, and finally the system also helps to reduce the workload of the waiters. Okay, now without delaying further time, we will go to the demonstration.
Okay guys, so now let's demonstrate our system. Okay, so this is the Replit.com that I've mentioned in the methodology before. It's used to host our project. So the current project is running, so let's go to the dashboard. Okay, so this is the dashboard for JOMMAKAN Cafe. So we can see the table A to table F. Okay, so currently all of the table is available. Okay, next let's go to MIT App Inventor, where I use this app to connect the smartphone with the system. Okay, first let's connect it to my phone. Scan the QR code. Okay, so this is the simulator of my phone, the interface of this JOMMAKAN Cafe. Okay, now let's assume that the customer now has reached the JOMMAKAN Cafe. Now the customer will meet up the cashier at first. So now the cashier will check the availability of the table. Okay, so let's say the table is available. Okay, now the cashier will tell the customer to sit at table A. Okay, after the customer sit at the table A, the cashier will change the status for the table to wait for order. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now currently the table A status is wait for order. Okay, then the customer will scan the QR code. Okay, this is table A. So now the customer will scan the QR code that has been put on the table. So now the customer will view the menu just like on the screen that you can see right now. The menu and drinks. Okay, so let's say they make 2 cheesy burger meal and 2 Coca-Cola. After they decided to the menu, and they will click make order. Okay, so it will mention that your order is accepted. Then we click OK. Okay, then that is the receipt that the customer will see, and then the status of the table will again updated to order, and the menu will be displayed on the dashboard. Okay, then let's go back to the MIT App Inventor. Okay, now when the chef has received the order, he will change the table status to in progress. Okay, let's see. Okay, now the table is in progress, and after he finished cooking, then the chef will click the ready to serve button. Okay, status will become ready to serve. Okay, then now the waiter will see the status of the table and will serve the menu to the customer. Okay, after serving, the waiter will change the status to serve. Yeah, now the order has been served, and then after the customer has finished their meals, they will went to the cashier for the payment. Okay, now the cashier will change the status to housekeeping. Okay, now the waiter will go and clean the table that is currently stated that it is housekeeping. After they clean the table, the waiter again will change the status for the table become available. Okay, you can see that now the table A is available. Okay, now what if the customer went into the restaurant without asking for the cashier? Okay, let's see. Now the table is available,
but he is not waiting for the order.
Okay, so that the customer will scan the. Okay, yeah. So the customer will see this interface where the table is not available right now because the cashier is not knowing that the table is seated by the customer. Yeah, so
this will ensure that the orders taken is to the correct table and the correct customer. So that's all for my presentation today. Thank you very much to the doctor. I hope you have a great day.